Hello YouTubers, welcome back to the channel. A few months ago I was doing a lot of playing around with resin and I thought it would be nice to make a sphere, piece of wood on top, piece of wood on the bottom and a clear resin in between, and just turn it into a round ball so it looked like a planet type thing. I had a plastic tub like this and I cut a piece of resin, put it in the bottom, and I glued that in with a bit of hot glue. I then cut a piece of wood to fill the top, and then I knocked up some resin, and I did it in two pours. I needed 2 cupfuls, and I poured the first one in, was fine, poured the second cup of resin in and then put it to one side to let it go off, and I've no idea what happened. I ended up with about a 10mm piece in the middle that would not go off. Anyway, in the end I opened it up because I thought perhaps if the air got to it, it might make it go off, and all that happened was I leaked resin everywhere. Now that was the piece that was on the top, because in the end it was all squidgy and everything. That piece that was on the top, you can see the yew in there, and it does look quite good in there. And that was just, I chucked it in a box of sawdust, just try to soak it all up. And I was trying to think what to do with it, and I did think to myself that would make a very nice lid to a box. So that's what I'm going to do. Get in turn a nice pot, and then turn that as a lid to go in there, and that's going to be this week's project. And I think what I'm going to do is just turn this up first, so I know more or less what size I have to turn the hole in the top of my bowl or box. And again, the one I'm going to use is this. It's a lovely piece of spalted, I think it might be ash, but it is really spalted. Again, you can see I had a little play with it. I was trying to get a nice band around there, but it was leaking out everywhere. As an experiment, it worked very well because it led me to go on. Once I realised what I was doing wrong, it led me to go on and do several pieces like this with those bands in. It did turn out very well. So I'm going to use that as my box or pot, and then that will be the lid to sit in there. So first thing I'm going to do is get and turn that up. So I've got it in the lathe set up between centres. So first thing I need to do is just turn the tenon on there. Tenon on there, got it mounted in the chuck, and now we'll just turn all that away and turn some of that side away and just show you what we've got. It's pretty good. Carried on with my 3/8 spindle gauge, just trying to shape this top around. Just getting into a nice round shape, just cleaning some of the sides off. It was slightly out of a circular shape. I had to take a bit off the sides. Very quickly reverted to my skew chisel. A scraper does cut resin a lot better than what a conventional chisel does. So I'm just working out backwards and forwards there, just trying to take those corners off, just get that down to a nice dome shape. When I talked at the beginning of the video about the resin not setting properly, you can see in the middle of that that piece there, it didn't cut the same. I wasn't getting the shavings coming off the same, so I think it was still a little bit soft in the middle. But I did manage to take that down, got past that, and got back into some good hard resin. So you see on the scraper there, I'm getting down now, just getting down to some of the yew underneath. It does look quite nice. Even before that's polished, that looks quite nice. There's a nice contrast in colours. So I've sanded that right down to 1500 with some wet and dry, and then just apply some sand and sealer. Just brings it up really nice. And then just apply a bit of wax. That's beautiful. So this is a piece of wood that I'm going to use, and it's very heavily spalted. I think that may be too far gone. I'll give it a go, see what it looks like. So first thing I need to do is get a tenon on this end. I think that's too soft. I'm just touching that with my chisel and that's just falling away. Just pulled that tenon straight off of there. Wood on there is pretty good. Not very far down I've got to go to get to that. See what that turns up like. We're going to end up with a very shallow bowl, but we're good to go. See what it looks like. What I'm going to do is turn that bowl from there and turn it right back in on itself, just so that lid will fit in quite nicely. So all of this was just an experiment that all needs to come away. Right, that's pretty good. Let's get and sand that up. I'll get back to you when that's done. Well, that's sanded right down to 400. I'll get some sand and sealer on there. Some beautiful spalting in there, lovely grain. A bit of wax on there. Lovely. Beautiful finish on there, lovely shine. I'm going to turn that around there and fit the lid. So I've turned that, faced that off there. My battery ran out just now, I didn't realise it. And then that, I've turned that, so that's a really nice tight fit in there. And I think what I'm going to do is just turn this edge away slightly, so I come up to there, or just short of there. So I've got this big wide flat on there, so I need to just slightly redefine that shape there. So now we come to hollowing. I've got my bowl gauge, I think it's my 3/8 one. So I'm just going to work my way through now and just hollow this out, just hog it in the middle. I can say, if you are watching this and if you're enjoying it, please hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, hit the like button as well. Just give me the encouragement to keep going. I know people are watching it and people enjoy what I'm doing, and they enjoy watching what I'm doing. So I am, because I want a big undercut underneath this bowl, I am using my hollowing tool, and I put a glove on because the hollowing tool was incredibly cold. I don't normally wear a glove when I'm turning, but I did on this instance. It's really nice. So I'm just going to apply some wax now. So you see that's all sanded down nicely. Nice feel on that, nice shape. And I'm just going to get and apply some wax. Give it a nice coat while it's stationary. Nice coat inside as well. There is a beautiful shine on there. And that's that finished. So next I want to turn a knob to go on top of the lid, just so as you can obviously lift the lid off and on. To use this I've got a piece of Iroko, probably about 1.5 inch, 30mm square, something like that. And I'm just knocking the corners off. I've rounded the top over. Now I'm just putting a small undercut in there, and that will form the knob at the very top. You can just see the shape forming there. Just a matter of just gradually working that away, getting a nice shape. What I do want to do with this is I want a real undercut on there. You can see my chisel going in at quite a steep angle because the lid is dome shaped, so when that sits down it needs to be able to sit down. Napkins part off. Beautiful. Well, there we go, YouTubers. Finished product. I think that come together really nice. From two, should we call it experimental pieces? End up with another nice looking little box. I really like the way that curves there, then curves again. I think that really is quite a nice shape to that. And you still get the yew coming through there, and you see the yew down through there. Lovely sporting on that piece. Well, there you go. Another nice project from the workshop. I've been Steve Howe from a very cold workshop in Hampshire. I'll see you all again next week. You take care of yourself. Bye bye.